I can talk about tennis. I'll just turn this into a tennis podcast.
All right, I got a question. I actually have some things we could talk about,
We got
but
some
I
things-
actually am very
I do
curious about the
too.
tennis bug. Where'd the tennis bug come from?
Okay, so this is a good question. I mean,
Is it, though?
I took tennis. It is a good question. I took tennis camp, summer camp, I think twice when I was younger, and I remember like liking it. I remember being like, oh, this is cool. Like I never was like, oh, like I don't think I ever got good at it. Like I don't think it ever really clicked with me. I was probably like 10.
You're probably decent though. You
But I
enjoyed
was
it.
like, I'm okay athletic wise, and I remember, and I never was like, this is my sport. You know what I mean? Like how like Reed had gymnastics, my brother played soccer, he went to college for soccer. Like I never really stuck. I played hockey, I played soccer, I played football, I played tennis. You know what I mean? Like I was like one of those kids that kind of just bounced around.
Yeah.
But later, I feel like I don't know. I can't remember when, but like a bunch of my friends.
What set it off?
So I mean, Zach Farrow, he's been
Yep.
playing tennis for the last couple of years, and he's like posting about it all the time. And I was like, damn, like I kind of do miss. I played a few times in my life since then. Like Angela and I, when we lived at the Arbors, they had tennis courts. And Angela and I went and bought rackets, and we played a few times and just like hit it around. So I've always liked tennis a lot. I keep up with all the players. I like watch matches, but I've just been busy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get into it. My buddy Ian was in town. So I hit Casey Weisenbaker, a friend of ours. Do you know Casey Reed?
I know of him.
Do you
I've
know
never
Casey,
met
Ben?
him.
I don't.
Okay. Anyway, he's been playing a lot too. So I
We'll
was like,
bleep
dude,
his
my
name out.
buddy's Ian in town.
Yeah,
My buddy Ian's
hopefully,
in town.
hopefully I don't.
And Ian was like, yo, I want to play tennis. So I was like, okay, let's play. And we all just went and played like one morning. This is only like a month and a half ago. I haven't been like,
Mhm.
and instantly I was like, oh shit, this is it. Like I was like,
Yeah.
I got so stoked on it. And I like just instantly was like, I want to keep playing. Like it's such a good workout. I felt like mentally it was great for me. And I was just talking to Angel about it this morning. It's weird, not that I'm like so old, but finding something at this point in your life is unique, right? Because I tried golf. I was like, oh man, I really want to get into golf. Like everyone golfs, and it's such a cool like leisure thing, and blah blah
It's an
blah.
expensive habit,
It's-
though.
Not only is it
Oh,
expensive,
yeah.
it's so fucking frustrating, dude.
I want to
Like,
get into golf.
I
Yeah.
will-
It is
I could
frustrating.
not
It
get
takes
bet-
up your whole day.
I could not get better, and to get better, you have to play
all the time.
But here's what's crazy about tennis that I've realized: every time I was playing, I was getting not like, oh my god, like it's substantially, but I was getting better, and I could feel it. And then when I'm watching matches now, I feel like it's the only sport where you can watch it and apply it to playing. Like I'll watch golf and I'm like, I have no idea what they're doing. I can't replicate anything. But I'll watch tennis because the way they show the matches, they show from behind, from the perspective of that. So it's like
Of the player,
I'm
yes.
watching all their movements, and I went and played this morning, and I felt like I was better
Just
than
like
last time.
Andre Agassi, isn't that what?
Dude,
like
yeah, he was
I've seen him speak a few times at work events. He's awesome.
Oh, that's
Really?
cool.
Yeah.
Apparently his book's like incredible. Everyone says
Yeah,
it's like amazing.
I have
need
it.
to
I
read
have
it.
a copy.
I mean, I had an old Agassi shirt. Like I was like, he was it.
Bring
Like
it
between
back
him
out.
and Pete Sampras.
Dude,
Pete
I'll let
Sampras.
you
I gotta-
use my copy. It's a really good
Oh
book.
hell yeah,
Yeah, use
dude,
the
that's awesome.
copy.
Reed. Anyway,
Nate, do you have the?
it's
do you have
been great
the,
for me.
Like the.
No. Here's what's funny. I am
All
quiet. Yeah, we're gonna have to bleep that out.
Okay.
A bunch of customers are gonna be listening to this, just like getting so stoked.
Customers.
Yeah, that's what we call them, right? They're not
They're like, I
listeners, they're
didn't-
customers.
They're like, I didn't pay for this.
No, come
Free-
on, dude. It's
free
the tennis
customers.
sound, dude. It's not.
It is. Well, what's
Not
funny
like
is
a
there's
foot picture or anything. It's like
I've never I don't make those noises, but there's one rally that I was in, and like I was hitting it pretty hard, and like
Hell yeah, you were.
there is a weird moment where like you did it, and then it like a noise like come out. You're like, whoa! I wasn't ready. You're like,
Yeah. Did it really surprise you?
kind of. I was like, oh, whoops, and I was like, because I always thought like it was like a thing, like you choose to do that, and I think some do.
Dude.
There's a few women like the number one woman right now, yeah, in the world. Like
That
I'm
is
saying
quite
she's
the
ranked
title.
number one. Dude, she makes the craziest sounds. Like I'm talking, it is so distracting. I feel like if I was playing her, I would just be, I'd be like, stop. It's so loud. Sublink. Oh, I'm gonna say it wrong. Hold on.
Sablenka. Sablenka.
Sablenka.
Sabalenka. Sabalenka.
Sabalenka.
Sabalenka.
Sabalenka.
Oh my
Let me see.
gosh. Sorry. Some
Sabalenka.
tennis fans are
Sabalenka.
going to
I
listen
know,
to
that's
this
awful.
screaming.
Like,
Yeah,
I thought you were
sorry.
a fan.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a fan.
Poser.
Sabalenka. Coco Golf though. She's the one.
You and me should play. I have the tennis court right down the street from my house.
Do you have a racket?
I can buy one.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, you're right.
My
I'm
thing
like,
is,
what?
Yeah.
I would do it, and then
Our fans are like, dude, what are you guys talking about, dude?
I don't care. Our fan,
Oh,
you
but
mean?
Nate knows I have one. It's walking distance from my house, and they just redid it. It's so nice, and I've been wanting to buy one, but I don't have an excuse because I have no one else to play with.
Dude,
like my kids aren't old enough yet.
Please, God, get into tennis.
I've got pickleball stuff, but
I've never played pickleball. There's a whole big thing with that. Like everyone's like,
we should try it.
I don't want to play pickleball. The reason why I don't want to play pickleball is because I think it'll pickleball something else.
Dude,
pickleball's for the weekends.
Oh my god, dude.
Hey, I've heard, like, I don't want to mess up my tennis. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like, I
okay.
think it would mess
That's
up my
a fair
tennis.
point.
I mean, once I get better at tennis, maybe I could. Ben looks so focused trying to find something, and I was like, "What's he doing?"
And that's what you landed on?
That's what you found after all that searching?
Right. I was trying to find something like this. I wonder what this would sound like.
It doesn't have a descriptor of what that could be.
The other one is storage too.
Wow.
I'm ready to move on from this.
All right. Yeah,
I do have a follow-up, though. I have a follow-up on this. So,
okay.
Have you found...
Ben, turn that shit off.
Is it going to stop?
I'm sorry.
You don't just turn it down. Turn it off.
Wait, I'm trying to... All right, I'm sorry. I'll turn it off. 1 second. 1 second.
We thought the last one that we scrapped was unhinged. This was off to a great start.
Oh. All right,
what's your
sorry,
follow-up?
guys.
Okay, my follow-up. I know it's only been so long that you've been playing now, but have you noticed a difference in you playing tennis, building up some kind of endurance that helps you with playing a show, or no?
100%. 100%.
Yeah?
It's the most, dude.
You've been playing like 2 weeks, dude.
I've been playing 2 months. It still helps.
I love that you are totally claiming that his thoughts are invalid.
Yeah, Ben's like, that doesn't work. Nope, you can't. Nope, wrong. Oh, dude, like today, drenched in sweat, and I'm like, it's not even. Obviously, it's hot outside, but like you are nonstop moving. That's another reason why I like tennis over pickleball, is because it's like the pickleball vibe. You're just kind of like standing there. It's like ping pong ish.
Is it kind of less movement? Okay.
Yeah, because
I just don't know.
Can you even do single pickleball, or is it always doubles?
I think you can do it single.
You're right.
Yeah, I think you can.
I don't know much about it.
I don't know much about pickleball.
But
either way,
tennis,
you're all over the place, dude. It's like a constant. I've read now I'm like so into it. On average, like I think it was like 10 years ago, they said people that actively play tennis, it expands their lifetime by like 7 years. And then the new study in 2025, they said it's 10 years. They're like, and it also cuts back on like Alzheimer's and mental stuff, because it just the way your brain like works, and it's really good for your body too. It could be hard on your knees, but like anything is for the most part.
You're gonna live forever, dude. You're gonna live forever.
Yeah, playing tennis. God, dude, I'm so into it. It's all I can think about.
It's great Florida sport.
No, it's great
because everyone plays pickleball. Tennis courts are open everywhere.
That's true. Actually, you're right.
Dude, I play where we play. There's like they tore down a bunch of stuff and built pickleball courts, and in the evening, it's like hundreds of people. You have to wait, like, and tennis courts are just wide open.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, they say that like pickleball's like way easier. So like the entry level, you don't have to be that good, but it's still like really fun, which I like it. I'm not shitting on pickleball. I'm just saying there's a different level of like.
It's like the putt-putt of golf. That's how I look at it.
Correct. I think that's a good example. I really think that's a good example.
If anybody's listening right now, they're like,
mad.
Fuck you.
I mean, I mean, people say pickleball is for people that can't play tennis. Like that
Dude,
is what this is brutal, but that is
it's so brutal, dude.
people say that if you're good at tennis, you'll be good at pickleball, but if you're good at pickleball, that means nothing for tennis. It's true. It's a completely different thing. Anyway, this is the first thing in a long time that feels like this is completely different. Oh, there
Dude,
goes Reed.
you gotta
Reed's out of here.
Wait,
you
I'm
gotta
here.
change
Uh,
your swag into tennis swag now. You gotta like dress the part.
oh, like club vibes, like
Yeah, yeah,
country
yeah, yeah.
club. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm still
the
gonna.
shorts, tuck it in with like
Dress
the
like
sick polo.
Luke Wilson and Royal Tenenbaums. That's
Yeah,
a good
that.
look.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
What's Ben is funny because that is when I first started and how excited I was about it. I was like, man, I hope this doesn't like fade because that's just how that works sometimes. Like, I
Yeah.
love this, but I'd never. This it reminds me of when I got into coffee. I was like, this is my
Oh, that's
lifelong thing. Like it has that same like I keep it's all I think about. It's like what I want to read about, what I want to
that's
watch
awesome.
matches, I want to play. And again, it's only been 2 months, you're right, but it hasn't. It's only gone up. It hasn't
No, dude,
slowed down at all. You know.
I hope you stick to it, dude. That's cool.
Thanks, dude. And
By the way,
especially for Reed starts playing. Let's go,
yeah,
baby.
let's do it. Speaking
I'm
of
gonna
Andre though,
oh,
Agassi, he was really interesting as far as his style, not of playing, like what he wore. He
Oh,
just was
dude,
so
he was
different than
all
wasn't
everyone
he
time.
else.
kind of a
The
dick, too? Like he
A
was like
little
kind
bit,
of
yeah.
yeah, a little bit.
he was like the
Um,
bad boy in tennis, and so
he
I
was.
remember growing up, you either had to choose between like Agassi or Pete Sampras. That was
Yeah,
like Pete Sampras was like clean cut, and then Agassi was like edgy,
He
mullet
the
and
was for
like
mullet,
sure.
crazy
yeah,
glasses. And if
yeah.
I heard, like, if you read his book, apparently he was like doing hard drugs the whole
Yeah,
time
Oh,
he was playing.
everyone was, dude.
he's got a
I know,
checkered
but like,
past.
yeah,
But
Nate, have you watched that show on Netflix, the tennis show?
I haven't.
It was a
which
crazy,
one?
like it's like a recent one. I think I forgot what it's called, but it's like they follow all the pros and like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard about it. I've
yeah,
heard.
it's pretty nuts. Like there's like a guy right now that's like kind of that kind of way, that the aggressive like bad
Do you
boy
remember his
type.
name?
No, I don't. But
Okay.
he's cool. He's cool. He's really
Yeah.
good.
I mean, dude, the French Open that just happened, Roland Garros, the match center and Alcaraz. I was watching in Brazil, and it was the finals because I was watching all month, and this was like the day in Brazil where I
Alcatraz? What
started
did you say?
Alcaraz.
Oh, they
Alcatraz.
play on
I just
Alcatraz.
want to be
He
want to make sure.
I was like, that was the day I started to feel shitty, and I was like, I need to go sleep. But I've been watching on my phone, and I was like, this is gonna mean nothing to you. But I was falling asleep. I was like, I'm so tired, and it was match point, and Sinner was up, and he was like 3 match points in a row. I was like, all right, the whole match is about to be over, and I was like watching. And he came back, and he came back, and the match went on for another 2.5 hours, dude. And he ended up losing. It was the third longest match in history, 5.5 hours, and I was like glued to my phone. It was like a
Wow.
crazy match. Anyway, they're saying it's like one of the most historic matches ever. So
Welcome
anyway,
to our new
Yeah.
segment, Tennis Talk.
15
with
minutes
Nate
in.
we
Young.
call it Schmack Talk, dude. Our new tennis podcast.
What ball do you like? Well,
Wilson U.S. Open.
Wilson U.S. Open, dude. The
Mhm.
smell of a freshly
Oof.
cracked tennis
Ooh,
ball.
when you
Unreal.
open the little
Dude,
Dude,
container,
if there's a
it's
Yankee
great.
candle that smelled like that, I would.
There
tennis ball.
probably is.
I'm sure there is.
If not, we need to tap into that
Brent
market.
Kaysen, if you're listening, make a candle that smells like a tennis
Yeah,
can.
Brent.
Who's
Grayson,
Brent? Oh,
Grayson
Brent K. Oh,
candles.
he makes
Grayson
candles.
Yeah,
Kaysen
he has been
candles.
for a while.
Look it
Whoa.
up, listeners. Buy a Kaysen candle.
All right,
This
15
this
minutes in.
podcast, let's get sponsored by Kaysen candles.
Oh, dude, that's a great
let's
idea.
let's give away a tennis
Actually,
ball
that's a
scented
great
Grayson
idea. We should
candle.
have him. We should have it, and we should always be burning it. Like, and then when we eventually switch to video, which we will, right, guys.
People
Yeah.
want to see
Video.
this.
Sure.
We got to be burning Grayson candles in the back.
Did you say Grayson candles?
Yeah, that's what I call them,
Grayson?
Grayson candles.
Christ and
Just
candles.
everyone knows it's not Grayson candles. It's Grayson
Christ and candles. Yeah.
candles. Actually,
No,
if I
for
keep
real.
saying case anymore, it's going to sound really weird. Case, if you just keep saying that word.
You as a listener, if you want to look it up, it's Kayson, Cayson. So look it up. I don't know.
Hey, I got a I got
A
to get
voicemail?
transition. I got one voicemail.
Sick.
Should we do it?
Yeah,
I
let's do it.
forgot that we didn't put out the last one we recorded.
I know.
I kept thinking
That
it
was
was
sad.
out.
It was
Like
like
we
it was
lost
sad.
all the video or all the audio.
It was also just like
unfortunately.
we
It
were
was
all, I
kind of
think,
unhinged.
yeah, and
It was.
huge
Yeah.
brain fart, just a giant
all
brain
good.
fart. I don't know how
Unlike
loud
this
can
one.
be. Yeah, hang on.
Hey, what's up, drumheads? This is Ralph. It's listener 23 checking in. Hey, man, it's been about a couple weeks since you guys posted, so hope you guys didn't quit on us like that butcher guy. That's fucked up. Anyhow, I'm drunk on a Sunday. Got done playing some drums about 4 hours ago. And I had a question for you guys, What was your first car you got to carry drums around in?
Oh, that's a good one.
I used to have a 2002 Hyundai Accent with a confetti interior. Oh, it was beautiful.
Nice.
Dude rules.
22 by 14 Ludwig in the back. But then I upgraded to a 22 by 20 Spawn kick
All
drum.
right.
And that was
Spawn?
No
Yeah.
I just couldn't fit in there. I borrowed my dad's band. It was a whole dilemma. My band hated me.
This dude
You know
rules.
what? We got through it, all right? So yeah, let me know. What was your first car? Was it a struggle getting your drums around? Because today, it was beautiful. I got a Model Y. I hate Elon. I think he's a piece of shit, but you know what? It makes a hell of a car. Put all my drums in there. I'll probably get Terry Bozio's set in there. Get
Dude, I want this dude
7
on as a
toms,
guest.
2 kick drums. Perfect.
Two kick
All right,
drums.
boys. Catch you later.
Ralph.
Oh, Ralph.
That was his name, right?
Great
Ralph?
name too. Yeah.
Dude, Ralph rules. Dang.
Thank
that
you.
was God, that was
That-
sick.
That was a
That
gift.
really that was a gift. Thank you, Ralph. The
Go
first
for it, Nate.
one I had that I could actually fit all my shit in, like for real, was the Honda Element.
I knew it.
2005 Honda Element. Dude,
That's the one.
greatest car or whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it. Greatest toaster on wheels
For drums,
ever.
for gear in general. But
Dude, it was just the sickest car. Like I remember when they first came out, I was like, "Oh, those are ugly." Like I didn't like them. And then I kept looking, I'd see them more and more and I was like, maybe
Those
it's
are
not so
great
bad.
for transporting stuff.
And then when I like test drove one and I like looked in, dude, it's just such a cool car. Like there's like stadium seating, like the back goes up.
oh yeah, it
So,
does. You're
like,
right.
So the two seats you can like see, it's like just such a unique car. Like the whole interior you can hose out. Like when you lift up those seats, dude, it's just a big open box. It's like
yeah.
yeah.
you can fit everything in it. Dude, it was awesome. Angela and I used to take road trips, bring an air mattress, and you could push the two sides up and blow up an air mattress and it fits perfectly in the middle. And you can just blow it up with like the cigarette lighter thing. But anyway, great car. They discontinued them.
Great car. Yeah, they stopped making them.
Mm-hmm.
What
Anyway.
about you, Ben?
I had a 1989 Toyota pickup. So like, if it rained that day, it was like
Yeah.
I couldn't do the gig.
Oh no.
You're like, I'm out.
Because I would have to put everything in the back of the pickup truck without any like cover on it.
Summers in Florida must have been rough then.
Dude, I missed that truck too because it was such a good truck. Toyota, great cars.
I agree.
And then, yeah, that was my It was great though. I had plenty of room.
What do you have now?
What do I have now? A Prius.
There you
Dude,
go.
I'm gonna let me put it out there.
Do you like having a Prius?
I love my Prius? I do.
Is it all electric?
No, it's hybrid.
The
So, like,
hybrid?
gas-
Yeah.
Hybrid.
But
Got
dude, I just drove from Atlanta to Orlando on 1 tank of gas.
That's
That's
sick.
pretty cool.
And guess what? That tank of gas cost me $25.
Ooh.
Oh.
And all my entire setup, my drum setup fits in my car.
Oh,
Does
that's
it?
sick.
I was gonna
Yeah.
ask that next. Okay.
Yep.
I feel like hybrid really does still seem like the move, if I'm being honest. Like
Yeah.
maybe this is different. You could buy different battery packs, but I don't know how this works. I have a homie who will be unnamed. Every single time I'm in the car with him, his Tesla, it's an issue. We have to stop and charge, and then we can't find a turbo one, so then we have to sit there for 45 minutes, and then he finds a turbo. Like truly,
How long does it take for the turbo to charge?
I think it's like 20 minutes, but they're hard to find. But even 20 minutes, Like,
Wow.
it takes me 5 minutes to fill up gas. I'm not being like I'm pro gas. I'm just saying, like, it's just a funny.
You heard it here first.
I do.
Fossil fuel.
Whoever's car this is, call in and argue with Nate about.
No, he does. It makes it mad too. I think he's getting rid of it.
Is he?
Yeah, we like drove to Lakeland for this thing. It was just fun. It was a funny experience to be like, dude, if you just had a normal ass car, we could have left like an hour ago. Like,
Yeah, dude, gas, dude. Come on, man.
I mean,
Fossil
but
fuel.
the hybrid
destroys
hybrid
the
seems
earth,
like the
but man,
move.
you save so much time.
Yeah, but
also, I think it's bad for the earth
destroy
too.
the earth too.
Yeah, it's all
They
bad.
All
do,
those
actually.
batteries.
Dude,
You
doing this
actually
podcast is
use-
bad for the earth, I think.
To make the batteries themselves consumes a lot of coal and fossil fuel. It's
Yeah.
it's
I know we
actually
just walk everywhere.
I think hybrids are better, but
Let's just go back to covered wagons.
let's do that.
Dysentery and covered wagons. Let's
Horses.
go back to Oregon
Donkeys.
Trail. Oregon Trail.
Oh my god.
Anyways, Nate,
Oh.
Reed, what was your first?
yeah, what was your car?
Um,
We just skip Reed. We're like, we're good.
Yeah,
I'm used to it. It's okay.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm kidding. It was
dude, this NA beer is crazy. By the way, just
What,
FYI.
dude, you're ripping in NA right now?
Well,
It's bad.
it's NA, dude.
No, I'm not knocked, dude. You don't got to get fucking defensive about it, dude. What is rational?
Rationale?
Rationale.
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 Hell
like-
yeah, dude.
I like that.
Oh, it's really good.
So my first car was a Toyota 4Runner 2000. I
Hell
loved
yeah.
it. It was white. It had leather interior. It was used, but got a really good deal on it, and it was perfect to put my drums in. That's the main reason I got a midsize SUV. I
Yeah.
wanted it just to be able to transport my drums, and it
What
served
year was
me
it?
well. 2000.
I had a 96 after my pickup.
4Runner?
Or
Nice.
4Runner, yeah.
Dude, I love 4Runners. That's like
Me
that's
too.
gotta be like one of my favorites ever.
It's my
Ever.
favorite car. So I
Yeah.
eventually got rid of my 2004 Runner. Now I have a 2008, and I've
Damn.
had it for oh my gosh,
You've had it a while, dude.
probably
For a-
14 or 15 years, and it's got 100 and almost 80,000 miles, and it's just still trucking along.
Yeah, I love 4Runners. To me, like growing up, my dad had one. I don't know what year it was, probably early 90s. But it was the one where you could take the back off and it turns into a pickup truck. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the
Oh, yeah,
hard
the old
top.
one. That's the old one, yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
and then it would like, and then there's like a bar over the top, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
like depending,
that is
dude,
sick.
it was red. It was so cool. Like even then, I just remember being like, these are just the coolest. Like I always loved them, and my brother-in-law has one, and it's like just it's such a good car. Or what do you call
It
those?
is a great
SUVs?
car.
SUV, yeah.
Trucks,
Yeah,
SUV.
mid-size SUV, or they're a lot bigger now, the newer ones, but
Yeah.
They're
I
huge
love
No,
now.
that's
yeah.
the thing. Those early 2000 ones in that era,
oh,
the size is perfect. You don't need them
Yes.
bigger. It's like
No.
the size was like perfect. But
Ralph, call back in and ask another question.
yeah, great question, Ralph. Well done.
Thank you for
Thanks,
that.
Ralph.
Hey guys, so I just played a festival this weekend.
Oh,
which
yeah.
we did a thing, and that was the morning, right before I played.
That was the morning, correct.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was really hot. Remember, I was like, I don't know, it feels nice out, but it's supposed to be really hot, and it was very hot. I
Did you
was
go
like,
shirtless?
I didn't. I play in this like see-through. It's like barely
Oh,
a shirt
okay.
anyway.
Like
So
one
it's
of
like,
those
whatever.
Mesh.
Yeah,
It is
the
mesh.
the
It's
football,
mesh.
the football jersey, like the
It's
you know what I'm
not,
talking
but
about?
it's like even lighter than that because it's like actual. It's like, dude, it's great. It's
Let's
the best. It's
post a photo of it on the
I'll send you a
Instagram.
photo.
Yeah,
All right,
well,
cool.
no,
After
yeah.
this one's released, I'll post it. So I played in that. It's still really hot. The sun was on us, but so confession,
Yeah.
I'm currently playing with all broken cymbals. They're all broken. I don't have one that's not broken, and I don't know if I care.
Even the bottom hat?
Well, I flipped it.
Oh,
It was the top.
How,
So
do you
now
know
it's on
how-
the bottom. So I'm playing the bottom hat on the top, and they're all broken. Like
What
they're
brand?
all-
how does your front of house person feel about this?
I mean, he's like, you hit too loud anyway, so I don't ever really put. I don't put
It's
like
true, though.
anything. I mean, at festivals like that, you put a little overheads, but
Sure.
What
he was like,
brand?
it doesn't sound broken to me. I mean, Peisty.
Ooh.
But yeah,
They're not gonna
hi-hat's
send you any?
broken. That's a long story.
I think that relationship
No,
is
let's put the pressure on them. Let's do it.
Well,
severed.
they will, but it's very, very expensive, and I really don't want to spend money on cymbals because I still break them.
Do
So
they?
I'm trying to find that balance.
Dang,
I know it sucks
that's a
because it's
shame.
like it's just, I mean, way, way back in the day when I was playing Minel, like I was playing like an idiot. I was playing ones I shouldn't be playing. I was breaking so many cymbals. And that was like irresponsible on my part, as well as like, and then they just kept supplying me with cymbals, which was awesome. But it felt wasteful even then. I
Look,
was like,
I
I'm just
mean,
blowing
Both
through
different
cymbals.
now too, but
material was a lot cheaper too
But
back then.
now, I
So
mean, when we got back
recognize that.
together in 2019, I hit up Minel and I was like, "Yo, we're gonna start touring again. Can I get cymbals?" And they're like, "No, we're good." I was
You're
like,
like,
"All
"Who
right,
dis?
fair enough."
New
I was
email.
like,
Who
"Fair
dis?
enough." Yeah, they're like, "New number. We don't remember
Zildjian,
you."
if you're listening, hook our boy up.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Yeah.
I
No,
honestly, out of all endorsements, Zildjian's always been like the best.
they were great to me, and Ben, I thank you for linking me up with them.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
because of
that's
you.
awesome. Yo, truly though, I really don't have anything bad to say about Pisces, just so everyone's aware.
No, I like
it's how
Pisces.
they got they're I'm saying even they have a business to run, so that I
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
they can't give
give
out
shit
free
away for
symbols.
free all the time.
But
Yeah.
I'm in a spot where I'm like, it's not like, oh, that's affordable. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't spend like $1,500 on symbols and then break them potentially. You know what I mean? Because the
Yeah.
amount of touring when you're playing show after show after show after show, it's bound to happen, even if you're playing it correctly. You know what I mean? The style of music, we play rock music, so it's like even if I've changed the way I hit for sure, and I've gotten way better at it, but it still is. I'm still going to
It
break
happens.
them eventually.
Yeah, it still happens. Yeah.
Through
Well,
flying and being in the case and different temperatures, all of that is going to affect it. So
for sure.
anyway, I'm just trying to find that balance. I literally thought about like hitting eBay and finding someone that's tossing out like 10 symbols and just
You should look at
something like that.
Facebook Marketplace or whatever.
When's the last time you emailed Peisty? Hit him up.
Yeah.
Let's put the
We'll see.
pressure on them. Let's start a
Feisty, if you're
campaign.
listening.
They're good.
Peisty.
They're good people. I don't want to.
It's
try to
fine.
start shit.
No, I'm not.
We
We're
could
not
start
starting shit. Yeah.
GoFundMe through Amberlin.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, the world's really chill right now. I think what we need to do,
Listen,
everyone's doing so well. What we need to do is get me some free
if
symbols.
there's any listeners out there that have like a dusty symbol in the corner, we'll send it to Nate.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, please. Give me your charity.
I've got a drum question. Now that I'm practicing for these shows coming up with Say Anything, what are your methods of preparing and practicing?
It's a good question. Ben's like, I don't practice.
No, I mean, for instance, I'm asking because, well, for one, I with Nate playing tennis, building up endurance, I'm doing a lot more time on my stationary bike to kind of build up.
Dude, you're like in
endurance.
shape though. Like it's not like it's a.
Thank you, but like it's still
it is different though.
You're using
it's
different
weird.
muscles.
You're right.
You would literally have to like I remember used to be like before tour back. Oh, I've been jogging a lot. I'm doing all this. But to prepare for like a live set, you literally almost just have to play on your drums like you're going to live, because the only type of workout where you're doing that, or you just got to be like just sit in a chair and flail for an hour.
You gotta. I would my main thing, Reed. My main thing I would say to do is just pace yourself.
Yeah, when you're playing live,
don't just like
your
go out
nerves
there
are
and
gonna
like
get there. Your adrenaline's gonna get up. Dude. That's when
I'm afraid I'm gonna get too into it a few songs in, and
that's
then I'll
what
be
I mean,
exhausted.
Dude.
Yeah,
when I did Riot Fest with Yellow Card, it was like their first show back in 6 years, and it was the 60,000 people at Riot Fest. Dude, I had to write on my snare drum like breathe, pace, because I would literally, and the first song is such a fun song to play too. It's like a banger, and I'm like, oh. And then like song 2 is like a fast song. I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? Like, so you gotta like, I think
I definitely will try.
Literally just like over and over in your head, like pace, breathe, pace. Like that truly was the only thing like saved me for all those shows.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to just get like juiced. You're like, I love this part.
How many shows is it? 3?
It's really just 2.
Okay.
Mike Robinson who I'm filling in for, he is going to be there the first night I get
Yeah.
in. It's a festival with Taking Back Sunday, so I'll just go hang out with everybody.
You're
And maybe
definitely
I
gonna have
play
to
a
like
song
get up
or
and play
two.
though. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, maybe I do a song or two, but then the next day is Jersey at White Eagle Hall on the 25th, and then Allentown, Pennsylvania, the next night. So it's 2 full
Dope.
shows that I'll be doing.
How long is the set?
It's all of Is a Real Boy.
Oh, that's
plus
right.
The song Wow. And it's probably hour 15.
Have you been running? You've been running the set.
I've been playing the whole set now. And
for how
How does
long?
it feel?
Yeah, how's it feel?
it's a little over an hour. It feels good. I'm feeling good so far. A lot better than I did last month. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I mean, I didn't feel bad last month, but now I'm like in a good rhythm.
Sure.
I'm playing everything front to back without any
That's sick.
moments of thinking, oh wait, this was this part and
Yeah.
I should do this differently. Like I kind of just going through emotion, and it's good. Mike also hooked me up with a click track to
Cool.
practice too, so that's been good. The funny thing about that though is the click it's on accents, so it's like doot, 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 doot,
Yeah,
doot,
yeah.
doot,
Is that
doot,
how he
doot, doot,
plays?
doot, doot, doot. Yeah,
Oh, get him back on here. We gotta talk
So-
about how messed up that is.
I might see
Accents
if we
is
can do
crazy.
a click with no accents. I'm
We-
not a fan of the accents.
We have accents. We have accents in our clicks.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
you
It's-
like
know what,
accents.
I gotta say though, I don't start all the songs sometimes, and sometimes somebody will start a song on the accent on the 1 and not the 2 and 4.
Oh well, that's
Is it just a click, not
mix
tracks?
it up.
No, it's just a click. It's just a click, but it's like I made them so they're not like, it's not like beep boop boop. It's like I put like reverb on them. I vibed them out a
What?
little bit. Yeah. It's, I mean, if you heard it, I think you guys would be like, oh, this is cool. But all right, well,
Reverb.
I forgot talking about this. Anyways,
Reverb. What do you?
no,
on
not
your
like I'm not
click?
talking like, I mean, I'm like at a hall, like it's like a hall.
It's like
Little vibe, so it's
dude,
not like-
it's just vibey.
Oh
All of y'all
my
are all over the fucking place.
You know,
When
this kid.
someone started on the wrong accent, you're like, dude, it
Yeah,
works really
yeah, you
well
know
for
what?
us. Don't worry, it's
All
cool.
right, well,
Let me
you know
send
what?
you guys.
Come on.
Let me send you guys my method.
I like the one thing I do like about this click is that the cues to start off the song, it's James Brown his voice, just saying
So it's AI.
1, 2, 1,
Mike,
2.
if you're listening,
No, I don't
add
know if
more
it is AI, but-
accents. If you're
gotta
listening,
be.
add more accents.
I
Dude, he's gonna
don't
say,
like
what if he
the
sabotage? What if he
accents, but I think I'm just
sabotages
gonna
you?
deal with it.
I need to change my click tone in general because mine sounds like someone hitting metal with like a hammer. It's
Yeah,
so
that's not
bad for
great,
my-
dude. That's what I'm saying.
That's
I've
too
been doing
high
it.
of a
It's, you know
frequency.
why? Is because it's like I think it's from the Rhythm Watch, the Tama Rhythm Watch. Do you remember that sound?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
like classic. That's like the
Yeah, but
one.
I think we put it into our like.
Who
we
made the
took
click?
That,
Who made your click?
I mean, we made the click from like the first album in 2003, and
we
that's how long.
or
I've
like
been-
who made? Did you make them? Did you make them?
No, I mean like we like pulled it from the Rhythm Watch. I think,
Yeah,
but
and it's
Joey
just been
like our
that
guitar player.
for like 50.
Yeah,
so
we
we
just
can.
never change it, but we should.
It's Joey's fault.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. It's
Thanks,
not-
Joey.
It's probably all of our faults because we didn't do anything about it. But when I play with the yellow card, it's like a nice like cowbell type of thing. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
hate that one too.
what is yours?
I don't. I
Well,
honestly
his
don't
has
know.
reverb and all this other stuff. So
Joey used to add stuff in our ears that only we would hear, and he would change it every tour. So it would, before the click starts, it would be like movie quotes. It'd be like, "You're my boy, Blue," and then it would count.
That's
But
funny.
we'd never know what it was gonna be, and so you just see us on stage. We'd all be like this, and then all of a sudden we'd be like all of us at the same time. We'd be like, he did the whole Braveheart speech. Before
amazing.
the whole thing, dude. There's like an intro playing, and it's just in our ears, just blasting. Like,
Didn't you guys on this last tour? You had a movie quote or something actually playing over like front of house.
oh, it's like Johnny Cash reading. It's like Johnny
Oh,
Cash
yeah.
reading something, something like
It
weird.
was
I don't know.
from. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Johnny
I forget
Cash.
what it. Yeah,
Okay.
Reading
we've
what?
been doing that for a while.
It was one of the acoustic albums. It's him just before. I think it's before Hurt or like
It's
a track
something like that.
before Hurt.
Chill,
and then
chill way to start a show, dude.
It's in the
It's not
middle
the
of the set.
start. Yeah, it's before Feel Good Drag, right?
Yeah, dude. Good
I
memory.
think I
Nice,
remember
dude.
that. I remember things.
Yeah, we've been doing that forever. I don't know why we should
Have
probably
you?
switch it up. Yeah,
Oh, that was the first time I saw you in like 11 years, though. So
Yeah,
for me,
true.
it was new.
Fair enough. That's probably
That's
how long
great.
we've been doing
Great
it.
show, by the way.
How was
Hey, thanks.
Nate? How was the show? Like, how were you watching any other
good.
bands? Like, what was the?
Yeah, Who Was Staying played right after us. That was sick.
Who's your favorite to watch? If you
I
watch
mean,
much of it.
I left right after Who Was Staying because I was
Oh,
tired.
you did?
Yeah, well, I had to fly. I changed my flight. We were supposed to be leaving at like 10, so then I changed my flight to 5:45 a.m. so I could get home quicker. Dude, it was the move though. Get
Yeah, I
this.
bet.
This
What time do you have to get up
I
to get
just
to the airport though? Like
3:30, no problem. But I went back to the hotel, and so I went to sleep at like 9 something, so I could like
Okay.
actually.
That's
So
good.
me and Maddie flew out early. We both changed our flight so we could get home quicker, and so we went to the airport together. His was a little bit earlier, but I was like, whatever, I'll just ride Uber with you. But
Sure.
we get there. I had a layover in Atlanta, so I got home at like I think I landed at like 11 a.m. But I was supposed
Okay.
to. My original flight landed at 6 p.m. So I was like, the
Yeah.
whole day's gone. By the time I get home, the kids are in bed. It's like I wanted to like have an actual day home. So I
Yeah.
get home and I was so stoked. I was like, this was so the move. I was just like pumped. And I'm in the group chat that we're all in for that weekend. The flight that I was supposed to be on with the other dudes, their layover was in Detroit. So they went from Kansas City to Detroit and they landed late and missed their connections. They got stuck in Detroit till like midnight. And I was like, oh my God, I chose correctly. They
You
were literally in
did.
the airport for like 8.5 hours because it was
There
the
was
only
something
flight.
over
And
the
it's a
weekend. There were
mess at
lots of
airports right now
delays. So
too.
like the last week was so many delays, and I was coming
Dude,
back
since
from New York.
February,
yeah.
Has
to
it
be
been?
honest.
I don't know.
It's
I've
a
had some
certain
good luck
person.
the last few months.
There's at least a cancellation. I mean, did I tell y'all that when we got to go fly out for Brazil, they canceled our flight at the airport
No.
to Brazil? Literally got there and they're like, your flight's canceled because there's weather in Miami, which there wasn't. We literally were looking up, but if they say that, we can't get a refund.
Well, yeah, they just said it's an act of God, and
Right,
they
it's an
Yeah.
act of
pay
God.
you.
But
Yeah.
we do it with our Amex and blah, so it was refundable. But we had 25 pieces of gear, and I'm like, we have to make it to Brazil. So we changed a flight, but they only had 3 seats. So me, Dion, and John, our tech, went on that one. Joey and Christian flew out the next day. They went home. It was the craziest thing, but it just felt chaotic. And then our tour manager coming from Portland, his flight got canceled. So he had to reroute and stay there an extra day. Dude, it was just Maddie's flight got canceled all for different reasons. It just it was like, it just feels chaotic right now. Anyway.
The things people don't know about touring and being in a band.
Dude, look what I'm doing. Listen to what I'm doing next weekend. I fly out Friday, land in Denver, drive 2.5 hours to a show, play this show, drive.
Where's the show in Colorado?
It's like, or maybe it's not 2.5, maybe it's like 2 hours. It's like 2 hours from Denver. It's at a military base.
Okay.
So we do.
Is that which base is that? Anyway, sorry, keep going.
I have no idea. So we're doing that, and then we go straight to the airport to take a red eye to Canada to play a festival. We land, so we have a layover. I think it's in like Buffalo. Layover, get to Canada at like 11 a.m. We are an hour away from the festival. We drive to the festival. We play at 5 p.m. and then we go straight back to the airport to fly home.
Oh my gosh,
it's crazy.
I got a question. Yeah. What's your airplane etiquette? Like, what are you doing on the plane?
Oh, dude,
like,
if I'm not in an aisle, I'll lose my mind. I cannot sit anywhere.
I was going to ask your seat of choice.
Aisle.
Dude,
aisle
aisle
or middle over window. I
don't like the window.
I would rather
very
be cramped in the aisle, dude.
I feel very claustrophobic.
I'm not trying to bother people.
I want to get up. Exactly. And I just want freedom.
Yeah, I just want to get up.
I don't want to ask anyone. When I look at people, they're like, "Oh, give me the window." I'm like, dude, you got 2 people. You're just
aisle
stuck.
Is the one. Yeah,
aisle,
I know.
Always.
I don't like inconveniencing people, making people get up. That gives me anxiety.
But what's funny is it doesn't bother me at all if people ask me. You could ask me 100 times, and I'm like, I don't care. Like,
Same.
I even tell them, I'm like, just so
Yeah,
you
me
know,
too. Yeah,
if
yeah.
I fall asleep, you can absolutely wake me up. You can ask
Totally.
me anytime you want. Like, I don't care. But God, dude, put
What
me
is
in
that?
an
But
aisle.
then if I feel like I have to ask someone, I can't do it. I
Well,
feel
because usually
terrible.
people are assholes. They're like, oh God, you
Dude, the
gotta
look
get
on
up.
somebody's face, when you're like, hey, you like don't even talk to it. You know, like it's the thing on a plane
Yeah.
where you just like kind of tap the leg and you're like,
Yeah, okay.
and they're just like, why are you touching me? And
They're
then you're
like,
like,
are
I
you
gotta go to the
serious?
bathroom.
You
Yeah.
serious? Like,
Dude,
geez.
you have to go pee, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, how dare you?
yeah,
They
how
like
dare
think
you?
you're like getting up to go like do something fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
And then
just have to
not only
pee.
that, you have to get up again so that you can get back into your
Yeah,
seat.
yeah.
So it's
and then
like
they're like, oh.
you're like,
But I'm always like,
where'd
yeah,
you
for
come from? Where
Are
you
you guys pro or anti standing up not long after you land when you're waiting to get off the plane?
If I'm in an aisle, I will usually stand up to give the
Me
people
too.
next to me like some space. Like I feel like it's finally the time.
It's that, and
Now, if
I'm not in
people
a
in the
rush.
window if people in the window or the middle are trying to stand up, I'm like, sit down. I'm
Yeah.
like, where are you going?
I always stand up when I'm in the aisle, but my legs are
too.
it just feels better. And I'm not in a
But
rush.
I'm
I
not
just
in
want to
anyone's
stand
way.
up. Yeah, but some people get really irked by that. I don't know why.
I don't move forward. I don't try and like cut anyone off.
Me neither.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Is there a side of you sometimes where somebody's like trying to like sneak past you, or like, are you like, you just like put your leg out or something like that?
I don't
Yeah,
let,
that kicks in.
no, I don't let anyone pass me. If they're like, if they're
a
like,
brick
if
wall.
they like
Yeah.
trying, yeah, I'm like, this, have you never
Yeah.
lived before?
Oh my God.
I'm ahead of you. Do not pass me. Dude,
And the clapping on a
speaking of
plane
that,
when you land is like, come on, dude. Don't
yeah,
need
none
to
of that.
clap. No need to
None of
clap.
that.
No need
Yeah.
to
No
clap.
clapping. Also, what else?
Yeah,
if
let's
you
keep
don't have headphones on and you're playing something on your phone, you are a psychopath.
Yeah.
You are a literal
You mean
psychopath.
like just
You
like
mean
blaring?
Yeah, just
Yes,
jamming
I
on. You're
don't-
like this.
I don't know
Yes.
if I've ever seen that.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh my gosh, guys! I've been on multiple flights where people do this. It is
That's
psychotic.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's unhinged.
Dude, I
behavior.
get anxiety if my headphones aren't connected to my phone. I'm like, why am I not hearing anything? And I'm like, oh, it's blasting through my phone right now. Like,
And listen, when I've seen it happen, it's not
Like,
it's
he
not
must be
that
watching
situation where
tennis.
someone's like accidentally.
Oh, he's
All you hear is the grunting.
Oh, Ed's like, oh no, I'm so rude. I better plug in my earphones.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
no.
it's on his iPad.
I like tennis too. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I'm watching tennis. Yo, but I think the worst offender are people that try and move forward. Like, I think that's the worst thing you could do on an airplane. When you land, people from behind try and go.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen people.
Yeah.
Even like, look, if you're about to like, I've seen people where they're like, hey, this layover, if we're delayed, they're like, my connection is
my
very
connection
short.
flight.
Which I
Do
get.
you care if I try and
Yes.
usually I'm like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
But
That's
there are
acceptable.
times where if it's super delayed, everyone's in the same position for the most part. Unless you have a 5-hour layover, everyone needs to get to the gate. And so people act like them getting out's more important. I'm like, look, we all are trying to get out, and you trying to scoot forward is going to make it take longer. Just let's wait. Let's move quick. Let's go.
A plane brings out somebody's true colors. It's like
Yeah.
everyone is so unhinged on an airplane.
Dude, there's a dude next to me on this last flight in the middle. We're still going. Older guy. He had glasses on. He was there before I was. We're in an exit row, right? Which tons of space, which is the best. And the flight attendant comes up and she's like, hey, I need just want to go over the exit row stuff, right? And I had my in-ears in, so I instantly take them off. I'm like, yeah, of course. And she's like, sir, you need to take your earphones out. And he's like, it's not on. And she's like, I know, but like I need to make sure. And he's like, I don't have anything on right now. I can hear you fine. And the woman was like, I know, but I have to. And he was like, he like ripped him out of his ears so aggressively. I'm like, dude, why? Just don't
Because
do
people-
that.
some people
it just
just-
blew my mind. And then
Everyone gets on defensive mode on
it's
flights.
just
It's
so
weird.
funny. I'm like, it takes 3 seconds. And she's like, also, I need
Yeah.
a verbal yes from everyone. And of course, everyone's like, yes. And they get to him and he's like, yeah. She's like, what was that, sir? And he's like, yes. And I was like, dude, you are the worst type of person. And then when we got up, he scooted by me and tried to move forward, and I wasn't having it. I was like, no, dude. And then he tried to like
Did you
sneak
say
by.
that, or did you
Yeah,
just
of
kind of?
course.
Yeah,
No,
dude,
I said no.
At this
I
point
was
in my
like,
life, I speak up now.
yeah, I'm like,
it's-
no, you're good. Like, just wait.
yeah,
Like, and
Yeah.
he clearly was just an angry person. Like, he wasn't like, oh, we were landing in Tampa. That wasn't a connection. You know what I mean? You're not
Yeah.
connecting through Tampa. So he's in Tampa. So I'm like, you can wait, dude. Everyone else wants to get off this plane too.
Yeah. I
So,
was on a
anyway.
flight recently. Similar situation. My coworker, he was a little taller. He's taller than me, and so he sits exit row when he can. And someone next to him on the flight basically refused to be willing to help in a situation where you'd have to open the door. I was sitting right behind him, so I'm watching this all unfold where the flight attendant's basically saying, do you agree, accept being in the seat and being responsible for
They said no.
Reed, I just
evacuating?
picture you like this, like,
Reed's
Well,
like,
I heard
I'll
it and
take
I
your
kind of
seat.
leaned in. I was like, what? And
What did they
he's like,
say? No.
he had sunglasses on. He goes, nah. And
Oh,
and she's
cool.
like, sir, you can't sit here if you don't accept. And he's like, nah. She's like, sir, this is a full flight. You have to get off the plane if you don't accept. And then
What'd
he
he
was kind of,
say?
and then he just kind of muttered. He's like, oh, yeah. It was insane. I
Who'd
was
he
like,
switch
whoa.
with?
I would have kicked him off.
He didn't switch. He just
Eventually said yes.
When she
He's the
threatened
type
to
of he would
kick him off
George
the plane.
Costanza that shit and try and push
Yeah.
kids out of his way to get off the plane. That's what
Definitely.
he would do.
I know, but I was like, are we not going to take off right now? This is insane.
Probably,
But,
dude. Flying is crazy, dude. It's also think
It
about it,
is.
like when you walk outside and you see a plane in the air and it's just like there's like a metal tube just floating through the air. You're just like, what,
Yeah.
dude?
But
I
when you're in the
feel-
plane, you don't feel that way. You're like,
No,
all right, we're in the
no,
plane.
no.
But when you see it, you're like, there's people in there.
Yeah,
and
dude.
everyone's
Just like
just
riding,
fine.
eating peanuts and drinking Coke and just like
and angry that the Wi-Fi doesn't
Angry.
work. Or like they don't have my movies on. Dude,
yeah.
it's crazy. If I think about it too hard when I'm in a plane, it's not even that I get scared. It just hurts my brain.
Yeah.
Because
No,
think
it
about
makes
it.
me
They
nervous.
started doing commercial flights. Think about them trying to promote that. Like, no.
Well,
You're
no,
good.
dude, they
Why
jammed on
spend
they went,
money?
like, there was like dance floors and like bars and stuff on
It's
like
fine. You can
when
smoke on here.
Yeah, you could smoke a cig and then, dude,
But
remember
it was
the
like no
ashtrays on a
problem. Yeah. But it would be like, yeah, just get on here. But I'm saying the first few people to take commercial flights, think about those nerves. Or maybe back then they didn't give a shit. But I'm
They
like,
didn't give a shit.
you're
Apparently,
like, think about taking off. You're just like, wow, here we
Yeah.
go. Like,
Dude,
hope it
everyone was
works
just
out.
everyone was just hammered, dude. So everyone's just like, hey, it's all right,
Smoking
man.
cigs. Dude, it's crazy. But yeah, I don't really get scared on flights anymore after I had like a crazy experience that kind of like changed things for me in a good way. Because I was like, this is it. We're going down. And then we didn't. And I was like, all right, well, if that didn't send us to the ground, it's going to have to take a lot more.
Smoking cigs back and getting hammered, like free drinks for everybody.
I get
Oh, yeah,
nervous
anybody-
on flights still.
Do you?
you?
Yeah,
I don't. At this point, I'm like, whatever. But I
not
never.
not bad to where I need medication. I just kind of sit there and I'm like, all right, well, hopefully this goes okay.
Yeah,
I
I
make
feel
it
you. I mean,
where I'm going.
I don't love it. Like, I'm never like, oh yeah, like some like the Brazil flight. That was like 10 hours, and I think a few hours in, I like settled in. I was like, it was like a nice flight. I was like, this is cool. Like I was like watching a movie.
Yeah,
like,
it's great.
Just sitting there like drinking coffee, and I was like, this is fine. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
It didn't like bother me. But then you hit turbulence and stuff. It's just kind of annoying. But I haven't been like scared in a bit. I think just because it's like, I hate to say this, and I know there's all of those like, oh my god, that one flight that like went down, or the one that flipped over. It was like, think about how many flights a day there are. And when was the last time you've heard about like a commercial flight's like hit turbulence and plummeted to the ground? Like it just doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
No, but I've heard there's been some really bad accidents recently.
Well,
Turbulence
I can handle. Then they could just pay me a bunch of money. Look, a little plain fender bender is fine with me. Just give me a payout.
A little Fendi Bendy did on a plane. Yeah, Fendi
I'm fine
Bendy.
with that.
Apparently, sorry we're still on this, but apparently the flight
has
that
to do with
did flip
touring.
over,
Yeah, that thing's crazy.
a
Dude,
few months
imagine on the you're like,
ago.
oh, you're just like
Dude,
I mean, what was the airline? Was it
Delta or somebody? I think.
Was
right?
it Delta? I don't
wasn't
think they really
Delta.
paid out much. It was
no,
like
it was like
I-
30 grand.
I was
Not
like,
even.
what?
It was like a voucher and like $100, dude.
Like 30
Dude,
grand, almost dying. No way.
I literally figured they would settle for like whoever was on that flight. There he is.
Good morning.
Wow.
Lou,
morning.
actually, we'll tie
I'm
you into
ready.
this conversation. Are you a middle seat window guy? Aisle?
You know
flights.
what? I am an aisle guy big time, but I got upgraded to also who is a middle guy? Who wants to be in the middle? Unless you're going skiing. But I would go
Nate,
I'll
Nate, would you be
taking
middle?
Nate?
I'll take middle over window.
Why
Over window. If I'm not
Why
aisle,
do
I'd rather
we-
middle. So I can get
I
closer to
windowed
the aisle.
recently and I actually really enjoyed placing my head against the window.
No. Not a good reason.
Take a nap.
I
That's not a good
actually,
reason.
you know, I am really strict aisle. Like on my Delta upgrade list, it says just aisle. Like I don't want the window, but I accidentally bought a window seat, and I was like, "Hey, I kind of like it. This isn't terrible."
Oof.
What
I
if you have to,
hate
what
it.
if you have to
And
pee,
then
dude?
I'm making those fuckers get up. Just get up. They make me get up when I'm on the aisle.
I mean, of course. I mean, it's not that. It's just I just feel claustrophobic. I just feel like I
That
just
makes
don't
sense.
like it.
But while
Same.
I was in that window seat, I was thinking, you know, it's great. My big old foot isn't tripping somebody. Some old boomers not putting their hand on my
Yeah.
seat when they're walking down the aisle. You know, that like weird thing. It's like almost like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
everyone,
Yes.
it's they're
The
like
touch.
this. They're just walking, using your seat almost
Yeah,
as like a cane or something.
You're like, oh, yeah, yeah. I know you mean. You can, and then if you're like are falling asleep, and then all of a sudden you're like, what the? Someone's like,
Dude, you know
They're
what's
like-
another unhinged one? When somebody puts their hair over the seat,
Oh,
all over
yeah.
your dude, are you serious?
dude, I would literally get scissors and cut a perfect thing out around the screen, just around my screen.
Or you braid their hair. You do some weird
I've
I've
like
never
hair
seen
thing.
the hair over the seat.
I've never had that happen. Then
Oh, dude, I've had it happen a few times, and I'm just like I'm not good at confrontation, so like that
you
kind of
just
thing. like,
lean in and smell it.
I'm just like,
And I know it's a feature of the seats, but I don't think you should lean back your seat. It's
Dude,
it's
I'm
rude.
Whoa, no!
I'm
I lean back
anti-lean.
2 seconds in. Y'all
I
are
don't-
crazy.
I
Send
don't
it
think
back,
you should
baby.
do it.
Everyone can
No.
do it. What do you
I know,
mean?
but I don't like it.
You don't
I don't like it.
there should be a reverse button. There should be a button on the back, so if somebody does
like
that,
you're
you can push
forward
them
like
forward.
this. Like
Yeah.
Ben, are you with me?
Yes,
Are
I'm
you-
totally with you,
Okay,
dude.
okay.
So y'all don't recline.
I don't.
No, I do not.
Never.
Out of respect for the person
And
behind
I
me.
don't
I have a
think
question
anyone
for
should.
you.
Oh, okay. Nate's
Well,
furious right now.
Well, do you not like reclining, or you just feel like it's rude to
but
recline?
no, dude, I love a good recline. I'm just saying.
I don't think it's enough
rude.
space. I think it's a little
Yes,
rude.
I think it's rude.
I like to do it when
And
the plane's taking off, so it goes
But
back
hold on,
faster.
you guys,
If here's the one thing I would accept. If it's a longer flight, I think it's reasonable to recline. But if it's a couple hours, like just
Well,
sit up in your seat.
No, dude. You
and-
know what pisses me off the most is when and it's exactly what Nate's saying. As soon as the fucking plane
Nate's
takes off,
so mad.
the person just does the slow, the slow like lean back. I'm like, bro. I was like, this flight is 4 hours long, and the screen is going to be this close to my face. This is not cool.
oh wait, do you actually
I do
watch?
blame the airlines though. They shouldn't make the seats like
Are
that.
you guys watching movies on the plane?
Yeah, dude.
Not me. I
Yeah,
raw dog it.
100%.
Yeah, if they're
No, I
there.
just stare at somebody else's.
You don't
do
do
you listen
anything?
to music?
I do. Oh, my son says the same thing. I don't watch the movie on my screen. I watch what other people are watching. You do that too, Sonny?
So you are watching the movie.
No, yeah, but it's not like, so the person who's reclining in
Yeah.
front of me, it doesn't matter. If I'm sitting here, I'm looking at that person's movie, just in silence. Does that make sense?
I don't want someone else to watch what I'm watching.
This is
That's weird.
unhinged airplane behavior from all of you.
Lou,
What are you talking? I
wait,
recline, Nate. I recline. I'm on your side. I
Okay,
recline.
Okay, fair enough. All right,
No,
all right, fair enough.
Lou, do you nap? Do you like sleep?
You know, sometimes I fall asleep and I'm terrified of falling asleep because I know my mouth is open and I'm probably honking. Ben, you've roomed with me. I'm probably making some noises and I'm embarrassed.
Oh, dude, I've heard
Any-
I've heard some noises, man.
Any drool? Are you a drooler?
But you
Are you a
Oh,
drooler?
do I drool when I sleep? Guys, do I drool when I
Yeah.
sleep? My kids say no, which also shows some weird behavior that my kids sleep in the bed with me
Okay.
sometimes.
They're just staring at you the whole time.
Staring.
They're just like,
Hello, father.
Like, no, you don't drool, Dad.
All right, listen.
wait, all right. So let me ask you this.
Ready?
What's the like do you when you're using the bathroom on a
Mhm.
plane, are you like trying to be as quick as you can, or are you just do you like don't like because you know somebody's probably waiting outside for you to, and do you
Well,
jump on a
I
plane?
would love to tell you a funny dump on a plane story. I was in Costa Rica, right? It was October of 2001, so right after 9/11. Have I told you guys this story? Okay, so I went to Costa Rica on a trip with my girlfriend, and we left a day early. But while we were in Costa Rica, the news all over was about what was the white powder that everyone was freaking out about? Anthrax. And I remember
Anthrax,
specifically thinking, why is everyone scared of anthrax? I'm more scared of like plate. Oh,
I have heard
I
this
told you
story.
this? I mean, I could bear.
But but
So
keep going. It's great.
Okay. So we run out of money on this trip to Costa Rica. So we decide to fly home a day early, but we didn't tell anyone. I'm on the plane, right? And I never go number 2 on the plane ever. But this time I really had to. I go in the plane, I sit down, I take a big old shit, and I peel, I do like the toilet paper, and I am not exaggerating.
You
know,
do
like
the
I
toilet
pull,
paper?
I
You
pull
mean
the
you're
not
wiping?
before I'm wiping. I pull like a big thing.
Okay.
I'm an aggressive puller. I'm not like sheet by sheet. It's like one big pull and like 10 sheets come and I fold it up. So I
Yes.
pull it, bro. I
Yes.
am not kidding. A huge thing of white powder all over me, on my legs, on my everywhere, and I'm like, oh my God. Anthrax is everywhere, right? So now, stupid me, I am in a panic. I press the panic button. I wipe. There's
Is there a
there's a
panic
help
button?
There's a help button.
I guess there is.
So I wipe my
Oh
ass.
man.
I get up, right?
Dude,
And
so
I
many
open.
layers.
I call the stewardess. The stewardess is like, "What's the problem?" I go, "Look," and she goes, "Oh my God!" Right? So yes. So then she goes, "Let me call the captain." We're in the air. The captain comes back. We're
Dude,
sitting
you
there.
just
Yes,
took a
I
dump,
just took
dude.
a dump. I didn't think about that. And there's powder. They shut the bathroom down. They get my phone number. All of this stuff, and now I have diarrhea because I have anthrax because I use the toilet paper, but I wipe my butt with it, and then I actually, when I got back to Orlando, I had to talk to the FBI, and I just kept waiting to like die at any second. But it was just some sort of prank. But I think that was me. Yeah,
But
that's a crazy story. I forgot about that.
Dude,
Was this was
Dude,
it
the flight attendant and the pilot are both like, I had no idea anthrax smelled that bad.
Like it's a shit flavored anthrax.
Oh,
Also, honestly, Lou, I think you would have instantly died if that happened. I think.
I mean, if it got I think the plane, I think anthrax is like super deadly.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's like super deadly. I think.
Like I think
don't
the
know.
whole
What
plane would've
happens with
gone down.
anthrax?
That's pretty
What, do you
courageous of
pass
you to
out?
have gone on a flight 1 month after.
No, I think you just die.
Guys, you see, I'm doing
Yeah, I don't
something.
know.
What?
I think.
Do you still haven't?
Should I
I'm not-
Google this? I don't know if I
what's
can
your
Google
question?
that.
First time
Don't
you have?
Google that.
With anthrax, I don't know if you die. We're trying to figure it out right now.
Oh, now your kids are gonna just start bugging. Oh, they're just laughing. They're like, "Do you actually die right away?"
Lou, that was pretty courageous to go on a flight 1
Well,
month after
you know,
9/11.
my
though.
kids are in the back. It was already booked. It was kind of a It was
Also,
got
the,
it.
the FBI was probably like, this guy's just doing
I
cocaine
think
in the
Nate
bathroom.
Nate
This is not-
understands what like. Okay.
I
I do.
understand. Did you ever find
No,
out what
it-
the substance was? Was
it must
baby
have been
powder,
baby powder.
or, like,
It was 100% a prank though, because like who
Yeah.
knows?
Wow.
damn crazy
messed
prank.
It was pretty
That's
fun. I
messed
forgot
up.
about that, and I already feel I'm feeling really bad about myself that Nate has heard all of my stories. Sorry, Nate. I apologize.
No, that's the best. I get so excited knowing that I've heard a lot of your stories. I'm like, yeah.
I'm laughing, picturing you still sitting on the toilet, and then there's a pilot and a flight attendant in the thing with you. and then-
I finished my business.
No, I
Okay.
know. I'm just that's how I'm
That's
picturing.
how you
this
pictured
part.
it.
You're like, look
Wait,
at this.
help.
I'm covered
He's
in
like,
hair.
help.
That would be the dramatic reenactment. Is if you, I'm
someone-
sitting there.
I picture Lou opening the door with white
Yes,
powder
on his
all over his
face.
face,
All
saying,
over
"I
his
am
face.
anthrax everywhere."
He's
Oh,
like-
there's
it's
anthrax in here. There's
He's like, also, let me try to sell you on this business idea real quick.
You know what's funny? What's funny is like if that happened now, you would just quickly Google what anthrax, like ChatGPT anthrax or something, and there'd be no
Yeah.
panic. But this was 2001, so you actually asked questions
Yeah.
back
I mean,
then.
yeah, I definitely would be confused if I went to go grab toilet paper and a bunch of white powder went all over me. I don't know if I'd think
I have a
anthrax right away
panic attack,
now,
dude.
but I
have a
would
panic
still be
attack.
like, what is this? Clearly, it's like
I would think cocaine.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you-
Nate's like,
today.
it's like,
try to snort it.
While we have you,
Yes.
Lou, we've talked about your thoughts on various flight stuff, but do you have any other
I
hot
have to
takes
say
to
one
share?
thing. After I don't know if you cut my appearance from last time, but I
Well,
it
none
all,
of your
it all
audio
didn't work.
saved.
Oh,
Yeah,
none of it
nothing
worked?
worked. Yeah.
all right,
it
perfect.
didn't
Then I don't have to
save.
say anything. I was going to apologize.
No.
What is what?
No, well, no.
Well, my son heard.
you should still
All
apologize.
right,
Just
I
apologize
love saying
anyways.
I'm sorry. I actually do have a hot take. I was thinking of this
Yeah.
while I was driving. What are some words that we should not be using? And I'm not talking about slurs. I am talking about like, am I?
Dude, wow. That's
You don't have to
wow,
edit that
dude.
out, Ben. I'm saying, what are some words that like? Am I allowed to say bet or dead
I got
ass?
one.
Like, or am I too old?
No.
Am I too old?
No. Those should
I
not
think
be
I
used.
say dead ass.
I just don't think they
What,
should be
dead-
used.
Oh, just not used.
Dead
I
ass?
don't.
I
I
just
don't
like
think you should
like
say
God on
moist.
God
Moist
moist.
to me.
Moist.
No, I don't think it should exist.
on
Yeah,
God.
but what if you're eating a nice, piece of cake and
I
it's
know.
moist and it's
Moist
nice
doesn't
and
bother me at all.
Moist
I'm
doesn't bother
talking-
me either.
I think that's the only way to describe a good piece of cake.
Yeah,
What, you say
100%.
wet? You'll be
Yeah.
called wet.
Yeah, oh, that's weird. That's
You're
weird.
up,
say
dude.
it's
If you
a
had this cake,
I'm
it's
talking
so
about-
wet.
It's a perfectly
this-
baked cake. You could just.
I'm
you could just
talking
put it
about
in-
like
this
like
chicken is
hip
wet.
words. Like, are you allowed to? Are we too old to say fire? Like, is fire too?
No, well, that came
I
from
mean,
our
Let's
that
just-
came from our
yes,
time.
We're too old to say that.
Dude,
for
on
sure.
God
Fire
and
sounds-
like bet and what's the other one that on God and no
Bros.
cap, no
No
cap,
cap. I
off
say
dome,
I say
off dome.
I say-
Have you heard that?
I say bros sometimes. Like, yo, that's bros. Like if someone does something nice, I'm like, yeah, that's bros. Yeah, that's bros.
Dude, do you remember actually hot take? Do you remember when they were editing CDs back in the day when they put the beep in?
No,
do you
I
remember
don't
that?
remember. But I'd rather hear the.
Dude, there was a
Listening.
I do.
there was a handful of CDs I got that were like it was a beep, and I was like, this is insane that they're
You-
selling this.
I personally feel like this generation. I hate talking about this generation, but nothing is edited anymore. Like, remember when you would watch Rambo or freaking Big Lebowski on TV, and all of the curse words were edited, and it was just so
Yeah.
funny.
It'd be
It was
like
so
funny.
Didn't Phoebe
Yeah, it was-
name her album after an edited thing from Big Lebowski? Stranger in the Alps.
I think she.
Stranger in
she
the Alps
did.
was
Stranger.
was
Oh,
that's what it
It-
was.
Yeah.
that's what it
Yeah,
was. I remember.
Which is, but
God, that's
I wish there was
funny.
like a Netflix or a Spotify of edited. I want to hear the beeps. I don't know. That's me.
I
know.
did. Yeah. Yeah, the overdub.
Well,
you know,
this episode is gonna sound like a Slim Shady beeped
Jeez
album.
Louise. Well, thanks for having me. I feel like I wore out my welcome once again.
thanks for coming on. No,
Nope, never.
No, dude,
All right,
stop.
I'll see you guys in hell.